Hey, y'all. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, y'all. Hey, everybody. If you're in here right now, hey, appreciate you coming. Hey, Auntie, appreciate you stopping by. Thank you for coming back. So, hey, welcome to Keena's Corner. I'm your girl, Keena, and I thank you sincerely for being here in my corner. Here on Keena's Corner, I speak facts, opinions, truths, vulnerabilities, and need to knows. If you are here, go ahead and leave me a comment, and I'll catch a comment at the end. If you come at a later date, if you would, I'd appreciate if you like, share, subscribe for me. Invite a friend, tell a friend, to tell a friend, all that good stuff. So tonight, this episode is a little different, but it fits me because everybody knows me as the motivational type. So tonight, especially the ladies, I come with a lot of empowerment and encouragement and motivation. So I hope on tonight you brought a pen and paper with you, or at least somebody that's willing to participate. So type in the comments if you're feeling anything. Um, but tonight is season two, episode five. Season two, episode five, and I titled it pretty much self affirmations, right? I titled it self affirmation. So, the definition of a self affirmation is the recognition and assertion of the existence and value of one's individual self. So, why is it important? And it's like I always say, because the things that you speak to yourself matter. Like you have to speak positivity and not negativity. You cannot be around negative people 24/7. That will drain you. Eventually that will drain you. But the things that we speak to ourselves, it does matter. It's something I always say, and I'm always stand on it, and I always say that. I always think that if you think that you won't have that job, you won't. That lifestyle, that career, that house, that car, whatever it is that you want, if you think you won't have it, you won't. It's in your mindset. So we've got to learn to speak positive and think positive thoughts. Affirmations, they don't have to be hard. They literally can be like a two-word, two-word phrase or something like that. Depending on you, how often you want to say them. You want to say them every day, every week if you need that encouragement. But you've got to learn to speak positively to yourself, not negative, because what you believe honestly is what you're going to get. So if you got a pen and paper and you ain't doing nothing and you come back to this at a later date, I have some things. I have 10 affirmations that I want us to work on, especially women. I might probably say some things for men in here, but this one is geared a lot towards the ladies. So I have 10 that we need to work on as a whole. And just remember these or write them down or type them in the comments. So number one, the first one that we need to work on. I am good enough. I am worthy. I am good enough. I am worthy. If you home alone, say that out loud. But you've got to eventually, if you keep saying it, eventually you're going to remember it. I am good enough. I am worthy. Now, this honestly could be anything, but especially here when I say this, you think of like relationships, or at least I do. Because a lot of times, we stay in commitments or relationships or marriages too long because honestly, we don't know how valuable we are and we don't know how worthy we are. Let this sink because it's true. But hear me say that you are worth having one person love you properly. You're worth being loved properly. And it can be done. You are worthy of living the soft life. You are worthy of being respected and not disrespected. You are worthy of not being mistreated. You are worthy of not having to settle. And this is in any area of your life. You should not settle for anything. Do not live your life with regrets. You do not have to settle. You can have the best, but you've got to know that. You've got to tell yourself that. That's where these affirmations come into play. Ladies, you are worth more than your body. And then, fellas, you are worth more than what you can provide. A lot of times, a woman's, A lot of times, what we think a woman is, her worth is based off of is her physical appearance, her outside appearance. And then a lot of times men are judged or based upon their worth is based upon what they can provide. Well, either neither of them, that's not true. Either way, we are all worthy. You are worthy. You are worthy. I am good enough and I am worthy. That's number one. Number two, number two, I will overcome any challenges I face. Say that out loud. I will overcome any challenges I face. This one is hard, but you will. You will. You've got to know it. You've got to keep going. You've got to keep your positive mindset. I have been through some tough, awful shit, but I'm here to tell you that each one I came out of it. You know, I've cried many tears nobody knew about. I've cried some tears people knew about. I've gone through some things that no one knew about, and I'm still going through things that some people know about, some people don't. But I made it out of every single one because I was determined to get to the other side. I knew that I was going to make it out. I told myself I didn't know when, but eventually I knew I was going to. You've got to keep faith and you've got to keep going. You've got to keep progressing because you will overcome any challenge you face if you have the right mindset. Okay. You've got to have this determination. If you quit, you're never going to find out like that there are actually easier days ahead. If you quit, you will never know that. Don't quit. Keep going. Dig deep and keep going. Perfect example I heard of this was, like when it's raining outside and you driving along or whatever. When it's raining, you don't pull over. You keep driving, don't you? Yes, you do. You keep going. So eventually, when you keep going, what do you see again? You see the sun, right? The sun will come out if you keep driving. It cannot rain always. Don't stop and stay stuck in your mess. Speak to yourself positive thoughts. Have God on your side. Know that you're going to make it out. May not know when, but you're going to make it out. That's why you keep pressing. You will overcome any challenges that you face as long as you speak to yourself in a positive manner, that you know for real that you're going to make it out. Keep pushing. And what I'm saying, this is not to say that challenges won't keep coming, because sometimes it seems like you keep getting hit with thing after thing after thing, and things are gonna keep happening to you. You know what I'm saying? That's just life. But you just got to keep the mindset that you're gonna make it out of every obstacle, every trial, every tribulation, every test. Right? You're going to make it out eventually. Like I've said before, God will make your test into your testimony, your mess into your message. But you've got to keep going, persevere, and keep on moving. Have positive thoughts, though. You cannot be negative about it. It's not going to help you. It's going to help you stay stuck. Okay, number three. I am in control of my actions that determine my future. Again, I am in control of my actions that determine my future. That's a pretty good one because you are. I don't want you to think about here, don't think about what your parents did back in your day. Don't blame anybody around you because your parents or friends they don't determine what your future is going to look like, right? They don't. Now, ultimately, the friends that you keep around you kind of says a lot about you because, like I've said before, show me your friends and I'll show you your future, right? But they still don't determine how your future is going to go. Nothing about that does, right? You are responsible for your actions and your consequences and where it's going to lead you in life. Nobody else. That's it on that one. That's it. So number three, again, I am control of my actions that determine my future. That's nobody else. That's solely on you. I don't care what your daddy did back in the day. I don't care what your mama did back in the day. You are responsible for that as a grown adult. You're responsible for it. It's nobody else. All right. Number four, I am worthy of success, prosperity, and abundance. Somebody got to say that one. I am worthy of success, prosperity, and abundance. So we all have the same 24 hours in a day, but it's up to you to make it count. Make these 24 hours count. Everybody has the same 24 hours in a day. As long as we get up and we're allowed to live in the morning and go out throughout our day, we have the same 24 hours in a day. But it's up to you to make them count. And here you determine what is success to you. My, definition of success may not be yours, right? Yours may be something completely different than mine. Maybe you own a business and your successful to you is selling a certain amount of items in a week, right? Somebody else's success definition may be being a billionaire, right? Whatever that success is to you, you can make it happen, but you've got to do something about it. You've got to have the right mindset, right? Whatever you must do to make this success happen, do that. Do that. You got to get out and get it. Ain't nobody feeling sorry for nobody these days. Get out and do it. Have the right mindset. There's no need in negativity. Like I said, nobody is feeling sorry for you. This is a cruel world, first of all. But don't everybody got their own problems. Nobody got time to baby anybody else as an adult. You've got to get up and do something about your life. Just point blank and period. You do deserve success. You do deserve prosperity, and you do deserve abundance. But you got to believe in yourself and believe in God to bless you exceedingly and abundantly, and for what more than what you ask for. You got to believe that though. That's the point of tonight. Saying these things and then believing them, right? So, um, when it like I've said, when it comes to anything in your life, hear me clear. You do not settle. If you want a career, go get it. If you want that vehicle, go get it. If there's anything that you want, then go get it. Ain't nobody limiting or stopping you but you. We're our own worst enemy. So that was number 4. I am worthy of success, prosperity, and abundance. And you are. But you've got to know it and act like you know it. Number five. Number 5. I will do things I'm afraid to do. Somebody. I will do things I'm afraid to do. Step out on faith. Jump out on faith. Walk out on faith. Or whatever you want to do it scared. Do it afraid. That's the step that you need to take. When you're already nervous about it, you're scared about it, well, do it anyway, right? Doing this scares me. This podcast. I don't know where it's gonna take me, but I'm still here, and I like doing it. It heals me too when I speak to others. A lot of times, I'm actually talking to myself. Before I even started this podcast, y'all, I started in December 14th last year. I had this mic over a year before I actually even started, right? I made excuses, 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 eventually until I just did it afraid. But I'm still here. And I do believe it's a purpose for it. And like God promised, He will make room for your gifts. But you won't know if you're too afraid to jump out on faith to do that thing that you're scared to do. Do it scared. No regrets, somebody. No regrets. You simply not gonna know the outcome unless you step out of faith and just do it. Do it afraid. Your dream If your dreams or goals don't scare you, they aren't big enough. That's a word. If your dreams or goals do not scare you, like they don't make you scared to do it, they aren't big enough. Reassess and find some better goals. They should scare you. But when they scare you, jump out on it and do it anyway. All right. Number 6, I deserve to be around people who love and respect me. Number 6, I deserve to be around people who love and respect me. I hope y'all hear me. Y'all, if they don't love you, leave. If they don't respect you, leave. If they want to walk away, let them. You deserve to be around people who don't make you question them. You deserve to be around people who don't make you wonder, right? You deserve to be around people who treat you well. You deserve people around you, just simply put, you deserve people around you who respect you in your presence while you're there. And then you deserve people who, in the same token, they respect you in your absence when you're not there. You should not have to be away from anybody, your friend, your partner, and wonder what the hell they doing behind your back. Again, you deserve to be around people who you don't have to question, and you deserve to be around people who respect you in your presence and in your absence. That's just period on that. Number 6, again, somebody please remember, I deserve to be around people who love and respect me. Remember that. Okay. Number 7. Number 7, I am worthy as anyone else. You are just as worthy as anyone else. Somebody, I am worthy as anyone else, and you are. Why not you? Why not you? You deserve it just as much as anybody else does. You honestly, you do deserve the world. I know I deserve the world. You deserve the world. You can have it, but you've got to keep that mindset that it's for you. Nobody deserves it more than I do. Nobody deserves it more than you do. And it's more than you just being a good person, right? Go work after things that you want. Have God in your life and you can have that, but you've got to have the right mindset. Do a little work and he's gonna meet you more than halfway. Number 8, ladies, number 8. I will trust my intuition. I will trust my intuition. So, ladies, especially, we all know something like that feeling like in the pit of your stomach, like that gut feeling. That that feeling usually is never really wrong. And I know a whole bunch of women. I know y'all can agree with me on that. That feeling that you get literally in the pit of your stomach. It's not wrong. Start trusting and listening to that though the first time. Start trusting your intuition. Listen to it the first time. Not trusting our intuition and trying to see good in people is usually, like what leads us in these, messed up situations. Where these relationships where we stay, where we knew we should have been gone or whatever. And we've got to take accountability for that because a lot of stuff that happens to us, if we are honest with ourselves, we allow it. What you allow is going to continue as well, right? We knew from the jump we shouldn't even been there. Like, and then something else happened, and then it slapped us back in the face. You're like, shit, I should have walked away the first time. I encourage you to take people at face value, y'all, and make them prove that they are worthy of your time. So trust your intuition. That was number 8. I would trust my intuition. Number 9, I love myself for who I am. And we kind of just talked about this when I talked a couple of weeks ago. Was it last week? And I think that was last week about cosmetic surgeries. So I love myself for who I am. Kind of talked about this last week. Love everything that comes with you, y'all. Everything. I don't care if it's whatever the flaw is, the scratch, the mold, the scrape, the scar, the burn, the scratch mark or stretch mark, the cellulite, whatever it is on your body, learn to love it. Somebody else will love it, but you've got to love it first. Also know, but like ladies and fellas, your past does not define you. Everybody's got one. Your past does not define you. Ladies, your body or your body parts do not define you either. What matters is your intellect, your energy, your spirit, your soul, your being, your personality. That's who you are. That's what matters. Learn to love all of you. All of you, right? Um, when you love yourself, you're gonna give off that energy too. And what I mean is like someone will notice like how much you love yourself and they gonna know exactly how to come at you if that makes sense. If you love yourself, like a man will see that and he'll be like, well shit, she love herself, you know what I'm saying? So she ain't gonna play with me. She ain't gonna play no games with me. She don't mind being by herself. She don't mind, she gonna take her piece over anything. So I gotta come correct. When you love yourself, it's going to show. It's going to show, right? It's going to radiate. You're gonna give out that energy. He gonna know not to come playing with you. Not saying that nobody will. Not saying that, but you've got to start working on loving yourself first. Like full everything that you came with that you have. Love it. Somebody else will too, but you got to love it first. You can't really expect nobody else to come and love you when you ain't secure fully within yourself yet. And it's a work in progress because I'm, working on the same things. I told y'all I talk to y'all, I'm talking to me too. But I know what I have to offer. I know what type of person I am. I know deep down inside I'm a great person. Ain't nobody got to tell me that. I already know that. Um, so again, y'all, love yourself for who you are. I love myself for who I am, okay? And then number 10, this is the last one I got. I'm not gonna be much longer. Number 10, y'all, release the past. I release the past. Somebody, I release the past. This one can be hard, but ladies, you've got to. It's really hard because I don't care who hurt you. Let it go and move on. Let it go and move on. You've got to release the hurt. Let it go. Release the hurt. That pain does not deserve to go where you are. It doesn't. And it hurts. I know. But it does not deserve to go where you are. The pain, the hurt, the anger, the resentment, the bitterness, the hatred, is not permanent unless you allow it to be. That pain, that resentment, that hurt, that anger, that bitterness, that hatred, it's only temporary. It's not permanent. But you going through that pain was also very necessary for you. But you don't have to keep carrying it with you. That's a burden. That's a burden. That's unnecessary weight that you don't have to carry. Go through your pain, sit still and heal, get it off of you and release it. Let it go. It don't deserve to go with you. That's a lot of weight that you're trying to carry. If you carrying around resentment and hurt and anger and bitterness, that's a lot. Release the hurt, y'all. Release it and let it go. You've got to. I'm not taking away from the pain that you went through. I'm not taking away from whatever you went through, because I've gone through some things too. I'm not taking it away from you. But eventually, you've got to let it go. Let it go. It's too much to carry around stuff like that, y'all. Hating people, resentment, and bitterness. Baby, like while you doing all that, these people have already moved on, and you still bitter. And every time you see them, you having a grand day, you and your friends, but then they walk in the room and your whole mood change. They got power over you, baby. You've got to release it, release that hurt, and let it go. So tonight, these affirmations, y'all, speak these as much as you need to. Speak them as much as you need to. We've got to work, especially as women, we've got to work on being kinder to ourselves. Be nice to yourself, just like you do everybody else. I know we usually come last, but you do everybody else the same way. Well, I need us to come first at some point. I need us to be nicer to ourselves, not to be our biggest critic or our own worst enemy, because we are. You've got to be nice to yourself. The world is already mean and cruel. And often, like I said, mothers usually come last, but you've got to work on being nice to yourself. The words you say to yourself matter. The way you treat yourself, it does matter. The way you view yourself and see yourself also matters as well. Be nice to you. Love on you. Be kind to you. So tonight, I hope you've taken something away from this episode. Just listen to me speak. Be kind to yourself. Be optimistic, never pessimistic, while being realistic. Did you catch that? I'll say it again. Be optimistic, never pessimistic, while being realistic. Speak positively or positivity, not negativity. I'm done. That's my spiel. So, y'all in the comments, what's happening? Who's here? Let me know you're here, please. If you don't mind, say what's up or something. Say what's up. Who's here? Y'all, this is my second episode with having my sign back there. Y'all like my sign? Yes, I think it's pretty cool. I'm on my head. Keena's Corner. Y'all like my sign back there? Hey, mama. Did y'all enjoy down there? Anybody here? Y'all gonna say something before I get out of here? Hey, mama girl. Thank you for coming, TT. Yeah, appreciate that. That's my sign back there. I love that old thing right there. It's pretty cool. Well, look, man. I ain't gonna hold y'all. Look like y'all ain't saying that to me no way. Like I said, if you come at a later date, give me a like, share, subscribe. I'd appreciate it. If you are on Facebook, please go follow my Facebook page, Keena's Corner. I'd appreciate that as well. Can I repeat number 10? I sure can. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Number 10 was I release the past. I release the past. And this is me pretty much talking about like I don't care who hurt you, you just gotta eventually move on. I know it hurts. I get it. I've been there. But it's just a lot to carry that hurt and anger and resentment and bitterness and hatred in your heart. It is. It is, y'all. That stuff like that, that pain, that hurt, whatever you feel, it's not permanent. It's just temporary. But it's necessary. That is a word right there. When I wrote that the other night, I wrote while I was typing it on my laptop. I put on there the pain, hurt, anger, and resentment is not permanent unless you allow it to be. It's temporary, but also very necessary. Cousin, appreciate you stopping by, dude. Yeah, go Keena. Your girl. It's your girl. See, yeah, it needs this topics like this actually need to be talked about. And I'm actually thinking about doing it ever so often though, because people need, and people don't need nothing else. They may not come out and say it all the time. People need encouragement. I've heard so many different times. I don't know. Like since I was little, I heard I was supposed to be doing, or I need to do so much different stuff. But motivational speaker is definitely one of them. But I don't know. I done heard of therapists before and all that. But, I don't know. I think I'm where I'm supposed to be for the moment. But look, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna edit this video. Y'all, if you have not liked it, give me a like, please. I'd appreciate that. If you want to share it with somebody, I'd appreciate that too. I'm about to get out of here. So I thank y'all for tuning in to season 2, episode 5 of Keena's Corner. I hope you enjoyed tonight again, as much as I enjoyed delivering the messages. I hope you enjoyed it. Ladies, love yourself and be kinder to you. It matters. It matters. I'm done, y'all. I love you, whether I personally know you or not. Thank you so much for stopping by for another episode of Keena's Corner. I'm your girl, Keena, and I thank you sincerely for being here in my corner. I'm out. Signing out. I love y'all. Good morning, good night, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time you watch this video or listen to this podcast episode. I'm out. Love y'all.